Well, it's showing that we are live.
Are we live? Yeah, looks like we're live. What's going on, people? Good evening. Happy Sunday. Thank you for being here. We are simul streaming on both channels.
Oh,
Worked
are
out
we?
pretty good. Yeah, I
Oh,
figured
okay.
worked out pretty good last week, so that way we can both benefit from building the watch hours.
Ah, okay. So we've got, let's see.
We got
Kiddo
Miss
Mi-
Kiddo Mine here in the
Yep.
chat. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I got my man, Mr. Polly Buck. How are you, good sir? We got Mr. Dennis D in the house. What's up? Mr. Gen X Collectible is here. We got the Perp, Mr. Stacking Perpetrator, not to be confused with Penetrator. I still got those stickers that he said. I am so behind on all that stuff. So thank you, Perp, for being here. Good evening. Miss Nick's Coins, Her Royal Highness. Good evening. And Mr. Galman, Mr. Jack G. Hello from Marion, North Carolina. Was that close to the Tar Heels?
Yes.
UNC or NC State? I have no idea. Well, I mean, it's college football and all that jazz. And I'm sure Miss Nick's Coin will tell me how Alabama and Georgia did because I didn't watch, unless it was a bye week.
I think Georgia had a bye week.
Okay.
Alabama, I believe, won.
Yeah, they probably came back with a vengeance.
Evening Brown Sugar.
Oh, wait. Bum, 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 bum. That ain't even sugar. Brown sugar. She likes her gin martini stirred, not shaken. That's it. I'm trying to figure out how to do the 0069.
That's all you got?
Well, I need to figure out the kind of how do I transition to say 0069, secret agent 0069, and I don't know. I need to go watch.
Just remember fair use. You've only got 15 or 20 seconds of fair use, and then
No. That's why I was like, just do enough to recognize, and that's it. I know. Don't go past like 10 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I thought YouTube's
Silver Frogman, hello.
Hey, Silver Frogman, and we got Bob. And I'm not going to do the last name.
Bob W.
I heard that YouTube was going to do something about reaching out to artists and do some kind of deal or licensing permission, something, so that you could use their song in a video or something. I mean,
there's something in the works, but there's something in the works because I know that YouTube Shorts has a lot of that type of information, and I think they're trying to get that licensed across all platforms. But I'm just going off from videos that I watched.
Yeah, because that's big on TikTok.
So
people film I mean, TikTok videos are generally short, so if that 10-second, 15-second window, they usually get the video in, get the video out.
I don't have TikTok, so I don't know.
I don't.
Yeah.
No, the only time I go to TikTok is when Mr. Polybuck puts the link in a private Instagram group that we're part of. So
And hello, Polybuck. I did see where you said hello to me. Hello. So I have never logged in or created or done anything with TikTok ever.
And don't.
And I don't have any future plans to.
No. I just unless the boys like in the chat with Polybuck and the other guys, and unless they're saying it's something really, really funny, I won't go. I won't watch it. Just in case.
Yeah.
And if I do, I make sure the VPN is on.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. So, you have a topic to start us off with at all?
That's right, by PB. Well, I thought well, this week is the last of this year's PDS quarters, right? Anime Wong, and
Yep.
To how should I say it? Feed my ego. I did that little third, my first short to get the word out about the. I guess everyone who enrolled in the PDS set should have received an email from the Mint saying they are reducing your quantity, which was everyone maxed out at 3 down to 2. So that kind of, I thought I'd put a little ditty together and put that out there. Because one, I haven't made content in a while, and two, it was quick and easy. As soon as I got that email, I was like, you know what? I don't normally do the numismatic news and information and all that jazz. So I figured, hey, why not? So I just slapped something together and put it out there. And hey, I made content for the week. So I don't know.
Hey, Plumber Stacker.
Hey, Plumber Stacker, what is up? What's up? How you doing, good sir?
So yes, the last of the first year of issue of Women's Quarters are coming out. Yes.
Yeah.
And then the next day.
That's
go ahead.
The limited special edition silver set, right?
Yep. Silverproof set. Limited edition silverproof set. And remember, folks, if you want those graded and you want it labeled as limited edition, it has to stay unopened in the Mint shipping box to ship off to a third-party grader.
Mm-hmm.
Once you open it, you can still get them graded, but they will not be labeled as limited edition set. So,
and if you're an NGC,
take that for whatever it may be worth.
And if you're an NGC type, you gotta find as soon as you gotta figure out. Watch the schedule, and it will tell you what the cutoff date is for first and or early release to add to your label, in addition to the limited set designation.
Yeah, because PCGS and NGC handle that completely different.
Yeah.
The date of the quarters, I believe, is the 25th, and then the 26th is the release of the limited edition proof set, I believe. Give me a second. I'll go to the Met site, make sure.
Hey, is my video, am I like phase shifting or something? Or is it everything okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I.
Don't know. I'm on the Mint site. I'm not seeing it on the YouTube site. If it is, it's in StreamYard.
Okay, it's StreamYard. Okay.
Okay. Come on.
Paulie says 24th and 25th.
Yeah, the 25th. Nope. Women's Quarters come out the 25th, and it's the 26th for the limited edition. I'm on the Mint website.
Okay.
Sorry, Paulie.
So it's Tuesday, then Wednesday. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
25th and 26th.
Yeah.
And of course, the ornaments are out. Yeah. EMR coins, yes.
Yeah.
And we also had, who else joined us? Mark Lewis.
HVAC residential basics for all your heating and cooling needs. Is your wife hot, or is it your air conditioning's hot? Well, either way, you better hurry up and call HVAC Residential Basics. He can't fix marriages, but he can sure get you a good deal on a quality air conditioning and heating solution. So be sure to call HVAC Residential Basics at 1-888-HOT-AIR. That is 1-888-HOT-AIR. HVAC Residential Basics. He can fix your air conditioning, but not your marriage. So, Mr. Don, when are you going to hook up your Stream Deck? Well, Mr. Gen X, I don't know. When am I going to hook that up? Hey, when are you going to make more content? Oh, I don't know, Mr. Gen X. What's it? Tell me when I need to make more content. Hey, Mr. Don, you need to make more content. Why, yes, I do, Mr. Polybuck, and I appreciate all the love and support I get from you as one of my channel mentors. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I interrupting?
I didn't say a word.
I've lost it. I've lost it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't say anything. I'm just sitting here minding my own business. And next thing I know, you go on a little rant against your co-host.
No, that wasn't. No, look, all I used.
That's okay.
I was having a one-person conversation with an imaginary Gen X collectible and an imaginary Polybuck. See, notice I was looking that way and then that way. I wasn't looking this way. Yeah.
Did you get a nap today?
No, I did not get a nap today.
Did you have how much coffee did you have?
I had no coffee today.
How much? We call it pop, but you call it soda. Did you have today?
No.
No caffeine?
No caffeine.
Did you eat?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to need to go eat something after this live stream. That's okay. I was just trying to be funny and do something different.
Oh,
yeah, I know, right? Exactly. Yeah, go make some real legit content. Actually, no, seriously though, Mr. X pointed me in a direction, gave me a little bit of information, an idea for part of my metals, technical series, and I'm going to run with that. It, had some really good information, and some of it I can take it and do even a deeper dive. Talk about chemistry and some of the physical properties and its uses beyond what we all normally know that this particular precious metal is used for. In fact, one of my open source technical journals talks about the application of this particular precious metal in computing, and I will not say any more.
Well,
so I'm going to work on that.
As far as I don't know about the lag. I'm not even going to try to fix it if there's something that's going on. It seems to be, when I'm looking at StreamYard, it seems to be in sync. And there's always a delay between that and YouTube, so I don't know.
Well, I don't know. It's funny. It seems like either you're lagging or I'm lagging. It's like going back and forth or something.
Yeah, I don't know. It could be me. I had to reinstall a piece of hardware because I accidentally deleted something.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been reconfiguring my stuff, so it's very possible I have got something out of tune. My mouth moves, and you hear my voice about a second later. Yeah. I don't know.
I'm trying to figure out. PB and Nick are trying to. They're either going to make jokes on each other or they're going to make jokes on me, based on PB going to give me a kick to the booty. Go make some more content. I don't know. Diamond Lou Fireworks. Hey, good evening.
Probably.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. Yes, and Mr. Werner has also joined us.
Oh, okay. Hey, Mr. Werner, good evening.
Mr. Wally Werner.
Mr. Werner, good evening. Thank you for joining us. Oh, so yeah, I thought that.
I know that.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to follow up with the whole quarters. help me out. Okay, did they reduce? Okay, more likely, they already minted all those the American Women quarters for the year. Probably a couple of months ago, so it's already long done. So they got the stockpile.
I would agree with that.
They got the stockpile of PDS sets. So why would they, out of the blue, decide, hey, we're going to cut people's enrollments by one, although we didn't do it for the previous, set and the one before that? Why at the end of the year? I mean, because
maybe they have. Probably the only thing I can come up with is so that they can offer more to the public on drop day instead of having, 150 or 500 or whatever available. They get gobbled up in 0.2 seconds. That's the only thing I can think of.
Did they?
I don't track the mint sales, but I don't think they've actually sold out of or maxed out of selling any of the sets.
Did they cut back?
Because there's a mintage limit, and I don't think that they maxed out.
Did they cut back on the total mintage of, all the sets?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
It's all still the same as far as I know. PDNS, 7620. It's been that way since the initial release this spring with Maya. It's been the same for all of them. 7620.
Well, who knows? There's stuff probably going on behind the scenes that we don't know. So it's just the way it is. So if you were expecting 3, you're gonna get 2.
Mr. Resnick, hello, sir.
Mr. Resnick, how are you? Good evening, sir. Appreciate you being here.
Turn that off. Let's see if that helps. I have turned off my enrollments for the women's quarters program. So,
after
I didn't receive the email, but I did see that I saw your notice that you posted. But because I don't have that enrollment on anymore, in fact, I don't have any enrollments on except for starting in next year, just the Morgan and the Peace Dollars. That's it. That's the only thing in my enrollment. And the military medals, which will be enough because I'm buying multiples of all of those for various personal reasons.
Yeah, and I think the enrollment for those is still open too. I don't know. I haven't been to the website, in quite some time, and and all I'm looking for, I'm going to get now my 2 sets of anime, and then I'm going to turn. That's the last thing for the American Women quarters that I haven't deactivated yet. So once I get shipping confirmation that they're inbound, I'm going in, and I too am going to bow out for the American Women quarters.
Yeah, they actually don't call it enrollments anymore. They call them subscriptions.
Oh,
and yes, the Peace and Morgans are still available. The military is still open. Kennedy, everything seems to appear open except for the San Francisco and the West Point proof seem to be closed. The burnished is opened. Of the American Silver Eagle. I'm sorry. I should probably clarify that. Dennis D, I don't know about that. I'm not sure. Is that program? I don't even think that program is part of the advanced release. I think they get trays. I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know.
Oh, I believe that's a different Dennis.
Oh, it's Dennis W. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. If we didn't greet you before.
It's a good question.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know what programs all entail other than, some of the, obviously the Silver Eagle program and some of those other proof programs. They do have dibs on or gets a 10% allotment amongst all of the distributors, not each distributor, but they take 10%. And plus they have to pay a premium above and beyond the premium they have to pay, which they make up because they ship the monster box, or they don't get monster boxes, they get trays, and they send them out to the graders in bulk. And then, as I mentioned before, they specify a minimum grade of 69 or 70, sell those for a profit, and then they dump all the rest into the distributors just to sell at whatever markup they want.
So if it
So my advice to you is, if you don't get it directly from the mint, do not order it from a online vendor and then sending it in for grading and expecting a 69 or a 70, because it more than likely has already been to the graders and has been rejected.
So they would take that Eagle or whatever and put it back in the capsule and put it back in the mint box, and then off it goes to.
I believe they're shipped separately.
Okay.
Because I don't know 100% on how that works. I know that they get bulk submissions for the proofs. They get it in 40 coin trays, individually laid out. They don't come in a tube or anything like that. I mean, they're still taking care of like proofs. They're just, I think, and then they may send the packaging and the COAs separately. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I'm talking way beyond my knowledge.
Okay. Yeah. Now, I think one of the content providers, content creators in their community, I think they did a video about bulk purchasers can buy like a tray of 40 proofs or something. So that must be what it is. It's going to the graders. It's just a tray of 40 or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. That's it. Okay.
Yeah. Well, they're buying, or whatever, they're getting whatever portion of their 10%, which is hundreds, because you got to normally, except for right now, at least with PCGS, you got to send in 100 of one type of coin for a bulk submission, but you get a greatly reduced rate, and you can also set the minimum grade to have it encapsulated or not. PCGS has got a special right now where you only need to send 20 of one in and get the bulk rate, which I think with PCGS it's like $8. And if it doesn't meet the grade, you got to pay like $3 or something like that. Mm-hmm. Which is a decent deal, but I mean, you got to send in, only 20 at this time, but normally if you got to send in 100 at $8 a pop, it's still a lot cheaper than you or I can send it in. That's why when you go to eBay or whatever and you see those big dealers selling proof 70s for basically less than it costs us to buy the coin and get it graded, that's why. Because they're not paying $26, $27 a coin for grading or more, because if you want first strike and all that kind of stuff, they're paying $8 plus whatever. It's big. It's night and day difference. That's why they can sell them at such low prices, and it's hard for the average person like you or I to compete with that or make any money if you are looking at reselling.
Yeah, and
that's my take on it.
Yeah, no, and you have ran the numbers for quite some time, showing people that.
Yeah, that it's stacking perpetrator. Yeah, that's stacking perpetrator. I'll highlight the question. Yeah, as long as it's sealed in the box with PCGS, you can ship it in at any time, and they'll give it the first strike designation. I know that your particular take on first strike and what the graders take on first strike is two different things. I understand that from watching plenty of your videos. Mm-hmm. But fact is, they still only made 30,000 of those, which is probably far less than an original, what even probably a full day's run is. And it was probably, I think they changed, I don't think they changed the dies out till after 50,000 or something like that. So, but yes, you can sit on it and send it in and get first strike as long as it hasn't been opened. That's the only way you can get it with PCGS. NGC again is different. They actually have a cutoff date where you've got to have the NGC grading company has to receive it within their system by a certain date, besides being sealed in the box. So they're a little bit more stringent with their first release / early release designation than PCGS is with first strikes. But then you get into the conspiracy theory of, well, I waited 3 years and I sent something in and I don't see a flaw on this. And I came back as a 69. And the difference between a 69 and a 70, depending on the type of coin. For example, I've got a couple of coins that I waited almost 2 years to send in. I don't see a mark on them. I don't see anything wrong with them. And on one coin, the difference is probably about $400 from a 69 to a 70. Now, if I would have sent it in right away, would I have gotten the 70? Who knows? Depending on the grader and the attitude. And I mean, we've been down this road lots of times. You know, it's subjective. So,
real quick, just wanted to first let's real quick say water the possibilities. Good evening, thank you for joining us, and see you later, Miss Nick's Coins. Have a good evening, young lady. And oh, by the way, hope you're recovering. Hope you're recuperating. Hope you're doing well in that regards. And I'm sure you are. I caught part of her
I caught part of her live stream last night with Mr. Polybuck and Mr. V Rose, and she seems to be feeling much better.
Okay. There you go. Be good. And we got Mr. John Howell joining us. Good evening. Thanks for spending part of your Sunday evening with us.
Yes, greatly appreciated.
Yeah, there's a lag because
let's see.
I think it's on StreamYard because I'm trying to wait for you. You know, I can. You know, obviously I'm hearing you first before the video. So I don't know what's going on there. So if we're like clashing,
I
folks,
don't know.
It's something with I think it's on the StreamYard side of it. So bear with us.
It could be because, yeah, we haven't done this before. Give us a little.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're fine. Last time we did a dual stream on the channel, so
I don't know. It's not the same difference with I've got to crank the gain up like crazy for StreamYard, and then when I go to use my OBS to record something, I've got to turn everything back to what is quote unquote normal. Yeah. Because right now I'm redlining on OBS.
Yeah, you are.
And I'm assuming that I'm not in OBS. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I got to turn down my gain a little bit. I don't know, but yeah.
No, you sound fine to me. But
okay. But the last time we were streaming, I kept saying, I'm hearing an echo, but I don't hear an echo tonight. So I don't.
Yeah. So Polybuck is saying that I appear to not be synced. And I don't know how to fix that.
You want to exit out of the studio and come back in? See if that magically reboots it?
No, I think we'll try it this way and see how this goes. I'm seeing a delay on my OBS from when I speak to when the audio is showing active.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. I think it's like PB said. It's
All right.
audio's good. It's the synchronization.
Could be, but I just made a quick change. So maybe that's a little bit better now.
Say something. I'm watching.
Are you watching another video while we're live streaming again?
Nope. I do not have YouTube on. All I got is StreamYard here, and I got OBS over here. Because I was afraid, because we did that,
Okay,
and then if we bring up, since we're dual streaming on our channels, I was like, okay, that's even with the new machines we got, it still don't want to overtask it. I don't know, and I'm still using the older revision of OBS, and you're up to the newest one, so.
Yes, I am. 28.03 to be exact.
Joel Kirby, good evening.
Limited edition.
And he said he got charged for his women's quarters today. So sounds like they'll be going out.
Okay.
For those who've enrolled or subscribed. I guess the men starting to watch YouTube.
I don't know. Stacking Perpetrator, the limited edition proof set, silver proof set is 50,000, not 500,000. Although they are the same coins that were released previously in the year, between the silver proof set and the S-minted Silver Eagle, it's a different product number. And the limit, they only make 50,000 that are shipped out in that packaging. So it's a label game and it's a registry game for the most part. Bottom line. They are nice coins, don't get me wrong. And they seem to be struck. I think they're struck sharper actually than the silver proof sets. As far as the coins go, as far as the Silver Eagle, it looks about the same. But again, we're back to registry set people. If they're collecting registry sets, they have to have that limited edition Eagle or quarter or half or whatever in there, because that is a separate line item for points for the point system in the registry sets.
Oh, yeah, because we're simul streaming on both channels. If you don't see somebody in one chat, they're probably on the chat in the other channel. So.
Yeah, I don't think I have very many in mine. I think most of the folks are in yours, but.
But it's okay. I mean, we can see either channel through StreamYard. But if you want to see somebody else, you got to be in that channel. So if everybody wants to go to one channel, that's cool. Since everybody was at Gen X last week, everybody come to my channel this week, and then we'll jump back and forth. Okay, so that's the schedule starting now.
Yeah,
everybody was Gen X chat last week.
I don't know for how much. I don't know I don't know if this was probably going to be the last week that we do this, because it seems to be causing confusion with the people that are watching.
Okay. Yeah.
So it'll probably be on the Don's channel. Pardon me, going forward after this week. It will not be on mine.
Okay.
Just to make things easier for everyone involved in the chat. To us on the panel, between me and Don, it doesn't matter. We see it. We see everything through StreamYard, so we can catch it all. So,
well, I mean,
that just means that I've got to create some content.
Well, the folks know that we're infamous about our little pop-up chats here and there. So there so just
We
be
do.
on the lookout for a last minute, notification.
I know I sound like a broken record. I've got. Go ahead.
No.
I was just going to say, as far as content on my side, I've got stuff ready that I just got to finish editing, but I just haven't felt well. My back issues have not let up, and I just haven't felt well enough to be able to sit for any length of time. In fact, I'm getting ready to go to the speaking icon so I can stand up here in a second. So that's why you haven't seen a whole lot of activity on my particular channel for the most part. I've got other things that I'm working on too that is taking some time away. But like I said, I've got some updated stuff with Yep.
Perp, you're doing fine with content. You keep doing what you're doing. You're doing fine.
I completely agree. You're doing something completely different. You're filling books. You're giving history. You're showing stuff. I mean, there may be other people that's doing that type of content, but I like the way that you present it.
Yep, I do too.
I'm talking me personally.
I agree.
I like when you just grab into a box and pull it out. Say, what do we have? Oh, okay, yep. It's just, I like your content. So I don't think that you have a problem with finding content. Maybe making time to make content and edit it and upload it. That's the hard part.
So, hey, Halloween's coming up, Perp. So we have a visit from somebody special coming out of the monster box, because that video he did, I can't remember who he said. I can't remember if it was a family member or a friend or somebody, but he had somebody with a glove with a come out of the monster box. He made it look like that the hand came out of the monster box and handed him whatever the coin was that he was doing the video on, and it kind of. I was, I didn't like jump around the screen, but it definitely like, whoa, wait a minute, caught me off guard. So Halloween's coming up, so I'm expecting something big from you, buddy. It's Halloween. There's inspiration out there, so we'll see what kind of Jack in the Box we get out of his monster box.
Yeah, you just never know, right?
Yeah, we're sorry about the technical issues in our coins. Yeah, well, after tonight, we're just going to be stream on one channel, make life easier. Would you be quiet? I'm busy. I'm streaming. Phone. Anyway, that was the hot little topic that I just wanted to bring up really quick because it just seemed. I don't know. When I saw that email, I was just, I had a little bit of mixed feelings. I was like, well, okay, yeah, you want to play fair, make sure everyone, gets an opportunity. But the last 3 sets since Sally ride, everyone was limited to 3. So what is it that, what happened that made them decide to make this change all of a sudden? It's probably politics.
Public relations.
Yeah, it's probably all that jazz.
Public. And who's running the mint right now? A public relations HR director, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's my story. That's what I'm sticking to.
Okay. Because it's the same total that they minted, right? They minted so many sets from all the quarters this year, right? They didn't. If they changed that, then I would understand why they make a, subscription quantity change. But if it's the same total minted, why are you changing? So there is some, human HR politics, something. Who knows? But yeah, after this set, I'm out. But what I think I'm going to do, and you actually suggested this, Mr. X, I am going to go get a binder or folder. I think, Mr. Perpetrator, you may have mentioned that there is somebody who made an American Women Quarter specific binder. So I want to find that if I can, if there is one that exists. And I'm just going to, go like on eBay and just buy a single PDS of each, women's quarter and just fill that book for the fun of it. I already got some of the previous ones, so.
Andy asked a question about why I gave up on the quarters. It doesn't fall in line with my collecting and or stacking model at this time. So I thought it was something that might be collectible. And I'm sure that they maybe will down the road, but it doesn't fit with what I'm collecting, which is primarily precious metals. So whether it be silver or the yellow stuff, either or. These, they're clad quarters, and yes, they're unique, and it's a special program. But other than the S business strikes, they're clad quarters, and that just doesn't. There's nothing wrong with that. And if I was to do, before I got rid of all of my proof and mint sets, would I go? I was thinking about this the other day. Would I go back and wish I had all of that stuff back and just went out and bought binders and was able to fill everything, because I would have the complete set of the Susan B's, complete set of the Eisenhowers, and clad in proof, complete set of the Sacagawea. Would I change it to have the full binders? No, I wouldn't. So if I would have bought the binders to begin with and was working on it, it's probably something that I would have continued. But to me, again, it just doesn't fit into my collection at this time. That doesn't mean it won't change in the future, but there's nothing. I don't have anything against any of those programs. Other than for me personally, I'm sticking with silver and gold, basically.
Yeah, everybody has their preference and their favorites, and it's all good. There's nothing wrong with collecting what you enjoy collecting. That's the key. That you enjoy it, And again, you've heard this 12 bazillion times from me. Got to bring the fun back in the coin collecting and stacking, in my opinion. We need to do that more in our community. And you collect, the quarters. Awesome. Do it. Brings a joy, puts a smile on your face. You like what Perpetrator does. And, you collect them in the binders, or, you like to get a roll, a PDS roll. Hey, it's all good. There's no wrong answer. There really isn't. It's just, you do what you enjoy, and don't let anybody else tell you otherwise, because, and that's a criticism I have about our community. There's it's probably mostly like, keyboard warriors and stuff like that are probably still sitting in their parents' basement, oh, you're wasting your money, but no, you're not. If you find pleasure and enjoyment out of it, do it. It's all good, and People,
Amen. Preach it.
yeah, and honestly, I feel sorry for those keyboard warriors. If they got all that negativity and all they want to do is go around to the big channels and the small channels and try to stir up trouble. I pity them because they don't have a life. They don't. They want to. If it brings them pleasure to try to bring down somebody else, that's a sad person. And you know what? And part of my belief structure, one day they're going to have to speak for it. And they'll be held accountable. What everybody knows, what goes around comes around, the yin, yang, the good side of the force, the dark side of the force. Star Wars. We don't need, there's enough negativity out here in the world. We don't need to be doing that. Let's love and respect one another. And, if somebody does, collects or stacks something and it's not in your alley, it's okay. But let's be supportive of each other. Let's show some dignity and respect to everyone.
Good,
all right.
Good timing on that.
End of the rant.
Big Red Bullion posted a video today.
Okay.
Some of the stuff he does is cool. Excuse me. I personally am not really into pores and that side of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not to take anything away from that. I think that there's a talent that I don't have to be able to do that. And that's what his channel primarily is pores and different artsy type stuff, which is cool. But he put out a video today essentially saying what you just said, that there's what he has witnessed within the community lately is exactly what you just said. And people just need to sit back, relax, and they got to be happy with themselves and stop basically deflecting to others within the community any bad vibes that they may be feeling themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Which basically is the same thing. So I'm just saying that it's I don't know if it's the time of year people are getting anxious or it's because the weather's getting today it was gorgeous. It was sunny and 75 here.
Yeah,
but
it was nice down here.
With the holiday season coming up, I know that sets a lot of people off.
It does.
Both positive and negative. Me personally, if there's something that I disagree with or I don't like or the way something is being presented or whatever, I may still watch the video. I just might not leave a comment, or even if I do like it, sometimes I don't leave a comment on everything that I try to watch. I try to watch as many people as I can that I'm subscribed to, at least a portion of it. If not, I may speed it up a little bit just to show support, because I know that they show me support. But that doesn't mean that I expect everybody to agree with everything that I say. That's foolish for me to even think that, nor would I even want that, because that's no good, right?
No.
You've got to have some opposing views.
Yes.
You and I, we agree on a lot of things, and there's some things that we don't see eye to eye on, but not to the point where if I got to the point where there was content being put out, or somebody was saying something within a video that I don't like, that it was extreme enough, I'll either stop watching the video or I'll unsubscribe.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't need to be a keyboard warrior. That's not my guy. I come to YouTube to have fun, to learn stuff, to interact, and to be part of a community.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's fun. And it's a big community, but it's a very small community at the same time, because you see a lot of the same names with a lot of across a bunch of different channels, right? So although we're compartmentalized, with coins and collectibles, or coins, I should say, primarily. We spread out. We're all spread out, right? There's some stuff about like Blue Ridge Silver Hound. There's some of his stuff that I really enjoy watching. Some of it, I don't. I'm not a big errors and variety guy, and I don't care what they sell for because I'm not searching for that. There's other stuff on content that he'll put out about grading or what he's seeing as a trend and different things that he's got a pretty decent pulse on, because that's what he makes his living on, is finding that stuff and selling it, right? Same thing with Big Red Bullion. I don't buy silver pours. Does that mean that I'll never buy one? No, I'm not saying that at all. It's just right now, it's not my thing, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah. I'm
there's enough. There's enough variety within our niche. Yep.
Yeah, you can find.
Go ahead.
You can find like a town within the greater metropolitan of the coin and stacking community. You'll find the error folks who enjoy finding errors. You will find the stackers. You will find the registry set chasers. You will find the people who enjoy pours. It's great. Diverse, what's this thing from Star Trek? Was it infinite combinations through infinite diversity or something like this? That thing Spock says. So variety is the spice of life. That's another old, cliche. And let's love and support each other, whether it's we collect or don't collect, or we're into that or not into it. It's okay. It's all good. But let's show the love. Yep. Let's have the fun, and you can learn something from a different perspective, and having an open mind, and it's it's a little bit of politics. However, it's real life. There's no, we can't get, you can try to avoid as much as you can, but you can't. It's there. We've become so divisive, and you see it in our community. And I think that's, oh boy, there's a time and place for everything. And in our community, you mentioned the word, Mr. X, compartmentalize. Yeah. When you're talking about, coins, you're watching someone's video about an errors or something like that, for example. You're not into. Here's an example, Mr. MJ Boudreaux. He makes such awesome videos, and he is an error guy. One of the most recent ones he did was on, wait for it, the American Women Quarters. And I'm going to tie in with somebody in the chat if you're still here, young lady. Well, if y'all recall a while back, the gunnery sergeant and I, we kind of did a coin roll hunt, right? And he's flying through whatever coins he's looking at, and I'm sitting there like, 1, 2, and Miss Ken of mine is, if there was a way you could scream through the chat, she was screaming at me. She was saying, "You're not looking for the error." And by the time I finished that I had 10 rolls that were all Wilma Mankill, right? And she was, I love you, kid of mine. I love you, and I'm poking fun at you. I know she was screaming at me through the chat, and I still didn't understand what she was talking about. I was like, "You're missing this error," because I was looking for the stamping, where there's that big scar on the obverse and reverse. I was looking for that because that was easy to see. However, thanks to Mr. MJ Boudreaux, he did that video on the American Women Quarter where talking about that. I'm not going to say the medical thing, the drool, coming off the mouth of Washington. I saw that and I'm like, oh, that's what she was talking about. And I was like, well, without hurting anything. There they are. I still kept them. So now I know what to look for. And I have found a couple of them in the different stages that Mr. MJ Boudreaux's video shows. So yeah, I think I have. I'm sure I have more of those errors, if that's what it is, if that's what it's called. Because I don't know. So what was the lesson of that? The whole point was I learned something new, and all I had to do was to shut my mouth, watch, and listen, and a rant too.
Yeah. Yeah.
And by the way, that was a fun video too, because at the end he put up the caption, "Oh, okay, end of video" or something like that. Hey, I gotta go walk the dog. The dog's like this brontosaurus thing coming across the screen. Oh, he is getting really good with his videos. I am enjoying Mr. MJ. And one day we gotta get him up on panel. I want to get him, Dennis D. I want Ken of mine up here. Andy. I want everybody to come up on panel one day. You don't have to show, you don't have to show this, unless you're a really attractive person. Then by all means, please. I enjoy having something pretty to look at because, this guy. Anyway, okay, I've said enough.
So, Dennis D, that is a very true statement there.
Oh, are they? Okay, I didn't know that.
Most errors come. No, you're not reading it fully. Read it, the whole thing.
Most errors come from the human mouth.
Most errors come from the human mouth.
Right. Most people talk with this before engage this first before they process it here. Yeah, that's what he meant.
All right. I thought you were just referring to errors, referring to the coins.
Yeah, I'm an engineer. Come on, give me some credit, buddy. Why don't you go procure some parts from, from some manufacturer out there and go build a bridge and get over it. A civil engineering joke. Yeah, I'm off my rocker tonight. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, you are definitely... You're fired up about something. I don't know.
Is there something?
That's okay.
Something I'm sitting on? No, but seriously, back to the error part. Yeah, that's why I kept those quarters because it's like, okay, I got to learn this, and guess what? Thanks to Mr. MJ, I understand. So I'm gonna go through those again. And yeah, I have found, like 2 or 3. Now, once I find a whole bunch, let's say I do find a whole bunch, what do I do at that point? That's, question number 2. So, folks, maybe to the mind and folks can help out with that. Because I don't know.
You can sell them for a slight premium. Or you could hold on to them and give them away. I don't believe that they're recognized by anybody yet. I don't think there's been any classification for grading purposes at this point, but I could be wrong on that. Yote fan, hello.
Hey, good evening. Thanks for joining us. That's probably, I haven't.
But it seems that the...
it's a whole box. That's 10 rolls. So I only looked like it, I only took like a small handful. So it's going to take me forever to go through those. So by the time I finish, hopefully somebody out there will, hey, this is a recognized, valid variety or whatever it is, and something that certifies
it's possible,
legit.
But they're so common that. There's different stages. There's early stage, mid stage, and late stage, I think is what they're calling them. But the ones that are bringing, any type of premium, like on eBay or whatever, are the ones that have, the extreme drool on the front, and then the break through the star on the last, not on the, on the macular. So it's got something on each side, the obverse and the reverse. Those are the ones that are bringing the most from what I've watched, what little I've watched on that. Again, Blue Ridge is one that does that, and I know Live Q&A with Paula Bloom, and everybody on there's a variety or expert or variety or error. You okay?
Sorry, I had a cough.
You okay?
Did I mute it? I apologize if I didn't mute it.
Yeah, we heard you.
Oh.
No, you didn't. We just want to make sure you're all right. It sounded like that hurt.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yep. Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh. I must have a second mic on. Oh, apologies, everyone. Oh, wow.
It's okay. Yeah, the double die clash as well. Yeah, there's stuff out there. And sometimes it's hard to keep up on it. But like I said, live Q&A is on Monday nights, where they actually take photos that people send them, and they'll break down the photo and explain why it is a variety and or error based on the photos that they received. And I can't remember. I know they've had several that people had sent pictures of, and they said you need to send this off to grading ASAP, and people have done it, and it's been worth thousands of dollars. So
Miss Kiddomine now.
Go ahead, do some shout outs, Sandy.
So Miss Kiddomine can now sleep in peace or rest easy now, because I'm going to go through them again.
Stacking Perpetrator, one of the best investments into coin collecting is the knowledge of what one is collecting. Absolutely. Which is why I really haven't delved into the old Morgans. I just don't know enough about them to know, other than key dates that I could jot down if I go to a coin show or something. But even then, it's not something that I'm comfortable with. So now you want to talk gold eagle bullions and some of those type of things. Yeah, I know what the going rates go for. Majority of that stuff. What's a good deal? What's not a good deal? And the collector pieces, again, if I get an idea. But it's a comfort level. So if I find a silver commemorative, for example, I could see myself getting into that. I'm talking the early commemoratives from back in the 30s. But that is a very expensive collection to acquire in BU grade, let alone MS grades. So, but I could see, but those are cool to me because there's, history. They're almost 100 years old now. 50 cents, and they were selling them for 50 cents. You just would get them for the cost, for the face value. And some of those are worth thousands and thousands of dollars in high grade.
They are. Oh.
So I know just enough about those to be dangerous to myself and to my pocketbook. I actually have a couple that are off to the graders. And a quick update, no, I still have not received my coins back that they received on June 1st. Nor is there an update to the website. So
I'm not going to rub it in.
But anyway, so I do have, yeah, I know. I've got 3 commemoratives into them. Second submission because I didn't want to lose my free vouchers for the year. And we'll see. 2 of the 3 I'm fairly confident are going to come back good grades. And if the third one comes back as the appearance was, it's going to be a very good coin. My only concern is I'm concerned it might have been, it didn't look clean, but it may have been well, it wasn't re-dipped either because I weighed it, and it was actually right on with the weight. I mean, the thing is almost pristine, so it scares me how good of condition that it is, and it was from the 1890s. So that always makes me a little leery, but because it was a free, right, it was a voucher, so it wasn't free. It comes with your membership, which the vouchers pay for the membership. So I paid for it, but it's not like I'm paying more money to get it graded.
Right.
If that makes any sense. Probably not. But if that comes back, what it potentially could, that could be huge. But I'm not expecting top pops on all 3, but it'd be nice to get some mid-range MS, 64, 65 on the one, and if the other one comes back 66 or 67, it's worth a lot more than I paid, that's for sure.
Hey, the unknown, good evening. Thanks for joining us.
Yes.
Appreciate you being here.
Good evening, the unknown.
Yeah, and you're right, perpetrator. Yeah, it's got to do your due diligence. Definitely. Finding good reference material is definitely, a step in the right direction for sure.
Yep.
And thank you, Perp, by the way, thank you for the recommendation on that piece of Morgan book. You did a video on it a while back. But yeah, it's on my to get list on Amazon. So I should buy it soon. Because yeah, I really got to buckle down on those 2 1886 Morgans I have and learn what is up with those 2.
Yes, you definitely.
Yeah, you've seen them.
You gotta
so
look at that one. Yep.
Or at least the one. Yeah. The other one, maybe not so much, but yeah, we found all kind of what looks like die cracks on it, both on obverse and reverse. But again, I gotta go school up and go find the right.
Yeah, you got to find out what the numbers are and see. Right.
Well, for me with that particular coin, it's not about. My goal with it is to use it as a tool so I can learn more about Morgans, and then if there is, actual. What's it? VCAMs. If they are there, document them and then send them in so that they can be, graded and have those VCAMs on the label. And to kind of
for the Morgans.
That Morgan I have.
Talking about the Morgans.
Yeah, my
they have proof like where it's got like. Yeah, I don't know if it's proof like, but it's either proof like or deep mirror proof like.
No,
they only give the cameo designations to proofs. Yeah, the 1886. I'm just saying you were talking about. That's what you're asking about. Yeah.
Well, no. I mean.
Yeah, we definitely know there's varieties.
Okay, varieties. That's the word. Yeah, I'm sorry. See, I got to learn all the verbiage. But I want all that to be documented. And if there's a way that can be officially documented via some grading service, and it can be encapsulated, and the label will have, yes, this has variety 1 or variety 12. I'm making that up, obviously, but I wanted that to be documented because it'll kind of, not so much for I'm going to flip it or anything. Actually, if anything, I'm going to hold on to it because I have a great story on it. Because you've heard from Mr. X. There's a channel that both he and I, are channel members of, and we attend his said auctions fairly regularly. And earlier this year, I think someone purchased a Morgan through him, had it graded, and he paid, let's say, $50 or so, maybe probably more than that on the auction, and it came back worth significantly more than that. Now, with my two Morgans,
he paid $100.
Okay.
Yeah, he paid $100 for it. He was thinking it was going to come back as deep mirror proof like or called dimple, but all he got was proof like. So instead of being worth $6,000, it's only worth $3,000 that he paid $100 for.
Well, I don't know if I'll be.
So that happens. That happens.
No, that's great. And he told said content creator, and you know what? You know what his reaction was? Good for you. He said it.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
because his dealer that he bought it from, his dealer didn't notice it or pick up on it, and he didn't pick up on it.
But he's not into that stuff.
The story that he says he couldn't figure out why people were driving the bid up. He thought it was a $40, $50 coin, and then the price kept going up and up and up and up, and finally it got to like $100 or $105, and everybody dropped out. And the individual that won it, sent it off, and boom, $3,000 coin. That was going. I think he said he was going to send it to Stax Bowers. Was it?
Okay.
I think it was going to a big auction house.
Yeah.
I think. I could be wrong, but.
Marines needs to be top 100.
1881 CC MS64. Yep.
Okay.
Stacking Perpetrator might be the one.
Yeah. If
you can take some good photos, send it up to him. He might get you at least in the right direction on what you're looking at, so that you can study.
Yeah. Or hey. I think maybe, if I make the time, maybe we could maybe use that as a little collaboration we can work on together. Maybe do some content or maybe a live stream or something like that. I think that'd be a great opportunity.
Could be a good collab.
Yeah, I think that'd be a great collaboration.
That could.
Yeah, we'll talk later.
Yeah,
but I gotta make time. One more thing to put on the list. Have your
people call his people and work something out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you have your people call mine. We'll do lunch.
We'll do brunch. Yeah,
brunch.
Have a mimosa and figure it out.
I don't like mimosas. I had them. I tried them. I don't know what it is. Okay, maybe it's because they use like a cheap sparkling wine. Not true champignon, and wait, did I say that right? Because in certain languages, if you say champignon, you're talking about mushrooms, but in French, it's supposed to be champagne. But that's because it comes from a specific region of France, right? To be truly called champagne. Right? But in some languages, champignon
it's supposed to be champagne, not sparkling wine.
Yeah. Well, if it's not from that region of France, it's supposed to be called the sparkling wine or what's the Italian word for it? So
splurge, buy some, what is it, Cristal champagne, or however it's pronounced. Top end stuff. With not the store brand orange juice. Buy the good stuff, real stuff.
Yeah, go to the food.
Fresh squeezed.
The fresh market.
Farmer's market.
Yeah, exactly. Or, the non-GMO, organic, friendly grown.
There you go.
Yum. But let's start making kind of some plans. I will make I will try. I will make the. Oh, and see, it's all on me. But yeah, I will do the best I can and make some photos, and I will get those to you. And I owe, by the way, Ms. Pertra, I owe you those special commemorative stickers. So I got to work on it. Yeah, that's right, Dennis D. Yeah, see, I'm squirreling. Spumante. There is a Italian spumante that I do like. It's in a green bottle, and the stem, has a kind of a twist to it. What is the name of it? It's kind of on the sweet side. So I bet you if I used that with the quality orange juice, then I would like the mimosa. Mondoro Asti
Just order a Bud. Just order a Bud Light and be happy.
Oh, gross. Oh, was I muted?
No, not at all.
Bud Light. Oh. I made a promise to myself after I graduated and started having a job and a career, no more cheap beer. So I'm spoiled. I'm spoiled. I like the yummy, crafty beers, but not too much hops. Like IPAs and pale ales. Yeah, that's too much, way too much hops for me. I generally stay with like the ales, kind of in that area. More crafty lagers, but then again, those lagers can kind of have a little bit more hops in it than like Budweiser and all that jazz. Oh. Now, the one.
Hello, Celtic Knot.
Oh, Celtic Knot. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. The one national brand I will drink is Sam Adams. I do like theirs, but the other one, Bud, Coors, Michelob, no. And thankfully, in Huntsville, they got, since I moved here, back in the late, 2000s, they freed up the laws, and then now there's like 6-7 microbrews, within, driving distance for me. And yeah, I get call up my engineering buddies, and we go Friday night, Thursday night, whatever, and have a couple of pints. And yeah, so I'm spoiled. I don't buy my beer in a grocery store.
We have, we literally have hundreds of microbrews in Michigan, and in this area, there's dozens, and a couple of them have gone national that you have probably heard of. Well, one for sure I know you've heard of. It's gone national. In fact, they just sold out to a big conglomerate, and they took their money and think they might start up another one. They don't know. So, more power to them, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Almost time for the 50th anniversary SCNA show. Okay.
I've had Scottish eggs. Those are delicious. Not necessarily good for your cholesterol, but delicious nonetheless. Now I'm starting to get hungry. Oh. So, keep in mind, what liqueur should be in every coin collector's cabinet? Goldschlager?
That's a good answer, actually.
Well, right? It actually has gold flakes in it. I'm just saying. Let's see. No. Agent 0069. No. That's the other agent. You are a gin. You are a gin person. Not that stuff. No. You like gin martinis. No.
You're telling her now what she likes? She might like vodka martinis.
Honestly, she probably does. But I wrote the script for gin. That way, hopefully, MGM, whoever doesn't, you can't use our, whatever. So I'm trying to change up the character. I think I'm getting lightheaded. I need to go eat something.
Oh boy. And I know on that note, I'm getting real antsy. My back's getting really tight. So I want to thank Don for having me on the show. We won't be dual broadcasting going forward on Sunday nights. So it'll be on the Don's channel. Hopefully I feel a little bit better where I'll be able to do a pop-up chat here or there with as much notice as possible and try not to step on some other channels as much as possible. But other than that, I want to thank everybody. Thank you, Andy, for modding, posting up some links and the conversation. And until next time, folks.
I'm not sure what happened there. It was a little hiccup, but man. Anyway, hey, yeah, this is a good point. I think this is a good point to call it. So appreciate everyone being here, sharing part of your Sunday evening with us. Hopefully it was fun. I had fun. I don't know what. Maybe it's the lack of food, lack of oxygen. Who knows? But tonight was a good night. I enjoyed it. I hope you had good conversation, good friendship, fellowship. Again, my opinion, we must, bring that and practice that and continue that in our community. It's equally as important as the numismatic news, as understanding spot prices, as understanding collectible coin values. It's equal, and we need more of it. So again, thank you, Andy. Thank you, our mods. Thanks everyone in either chat, and Mr. X is generously let my channel take over the Sunday evening. So I appreciate that. Appreciate everyone. Have a good evening. Have a great week. And waiting on NASA so we can get that great example of thermodynamics. So make sure you transform your energy into a force for good, folks.